Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, Malone Stadium, home to the ULM Warhawks, and fans have been getting ready for this one pretty much all week. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Kansas State Wildcats. The Warhawks will kick it away first. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense takes the field. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
Barely 2 minutes into the game, and they're already in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Leaves it with the back.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Smashes through. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So the UL Monroe Warhawks offense has its first opportunity of the day. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on.
And it's picked off. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Give to the fullback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. To the ground with the back. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. extends the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. From the gun. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. Scanning the field, it's Bacon. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Steps away. He's got an open man. On the move at the 30. He's off to the races. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. After the misfire, it's second down. The aerial assault continues. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He'll pull it down and run. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Warhawks are marching down the field. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
That's caught. It's Maddox. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Warhawks have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 8th play of the drive coming up. Fast motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Bacon. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And they have converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. And he's got it! Touchdown, Warhawks!
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold on to the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 4 over Cal. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Quickly to the tight end. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. He looks that one in nicely. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to throw, it's Bacon. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will score! Touchdown, Kansas State!
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Back to pass, it's Bacon. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Coming after him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grab near the marker. It's Dell. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. They've already put one field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Bacon. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the third quarter. Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And now on second down for this offense. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Getting some heat. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. This is a great start to get back in this ball game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Gets it out quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now on first down from the 28. He's going to pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now on first down after that completion. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Give to the running back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's second and 11. Here's the handoff. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. They've got the screen set up. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Penn State is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 15 to Cal. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's second and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bacon. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Warhawks!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And the extra point was good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's go. When you see snot bubbles coming out of the offensive player, you know it was a good lick. The Mike linebacker sits right in the middle of the field, ready to roll, ready to lay the hammer.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Back to throw. It's Bacon. He's going up top here late in the game. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Touchdown, UL Monroe. They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to give me a stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Comes out throwing on 1st down. On the move, he fires. Complete in the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They're trying to get to it. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, you check down would be the last resort. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching